Hey everybody, welcome to this version of Q&A and shoutouts. But first up, I'm going to do this review of Cadbury's Dairy Milk Oreos. Had a few people request these. In fact, the couple of people were Dan Robbo and Keeny Mania. So thanks guys for putting me onto Cadbury's new version with Oreos. I think there's 3 of these actually. I've got the strawberry, there's mint and one other, whether it's just a plain dairy milk. I think that's what it might be. So there's 3 versions of this. At the moment they're on sale. I don't know if that means they're trying to get rid of them. So first up though, let's do this review of the Cadbury Oreo. Strawberry, it says to open it gently. Gently open to reveal your delicious Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate. What else does it say? Delicious, smooth, strawberry flavoured cream with crunchy Oreo biscuit pieces coated in Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate. So there you go. And there's going to be lots of sugar. There's a fair bit of cocoa. And I can't get it open. Oh. Need to be a superhero to get this stuff open. These packages are actually a lot easier to open than what Cadbury's used to have maybe 12 or 18 months ago. Anyway, there you go. Good old Cadbury's block. I'm turning it over. You can actually see the Oreos. Yeah, they are there. I might go for that bit straight away. Wow, check that out. You can see the bits of strawberry too. Get that really close if I can. Hopefully the camera focuses on that. Just have a little bit of my coffee first. This is going to be interesting. Cadbury's are always coming out with new and different flavours. So this is the latest one, as far as I'm aware. That is quite nice. I like that. I'm going to have another one. That is so good. Check it out. Obvious strawberry Oreo sitting right there. Crunch of the biscuit. A very successful combination, I think. Now, normally, I don't go for Cadbury Dairy Milk. I much prefer the Cadbury dark chocolate. And I do like Cadbury's dark chocolate in preference to other dark chocolate. So it's not that I'm not a Cadbury's fan. I am a Cadbury fan, but of their dark chocolate. However, this dairy milk, the sugar levels seem to be less than what their normal dairy milk is. So whether it must be because of the Oreos in there. Maybe it's just because I'm having a coffee with it. I don't know, but I have to give it totally yummy. It's good stuff. I like it. And I'm sure the mint one and the plain dairy milk would be similar. I was going to get the mint flavoured one, but this one in particular was on a very cheap price, so I thought, heck, I'm just going to get the real El Cheapo one, see what it's like. Next time, though, I'll try out the mint. I think it will be just as good, and if it's anything true to the normal mint that I like, being my preference, I'll like it even more. Well, cheers everybody, and let's get into the Q&A. So you can see I've got a few pages of stuff. I'm just going to read my way through all the comments that were put on the Q&A request video of about 3 weeks ago. So I'm just going to work my way backwards from the first comments to the most recent ones. Some of them are shout-outs, some of them are requests. It's just general information, and quickly go through the whole bunch of them. Shannon Kerr, I found you from Kendomic and I do enjoy your videos. Cheers from Tennessee in the USA. S125-ish. Question, can you do a New Zealand accent? I can try to do a New Zealand accent. I don't have much success saying sex to sex. Is that good enough? Probably not very good. New Zealanders have a quirky little accent, and they would say they have no accent. Their way of speaking the Queen's English is the perfect way of doing it. And good on them for thinking that. Munkedy1. Ross McTeague, Weymouth, England. Glad to see you back, Geoff. Love the videos. As a musician, my question is simply, what music are you into? Well, I'm into sort of trance type music, not all trance, but particularly the above and beyond style of trance. So if you're into above and beyond, or if you've heard their stuff, then you'll know what I'm talking about. The song We Are Who We Are, and various others I've used a lot in some music videos that I've done, and I just love their stuff. I also love a guy named Abacus, and just love his stuff as well, but Above and Beyond would be my favourite at the moment. And there's a couple of others with similar styles, and I like that style of music. So if people do that style of music, I tend to check out what other stuff they've got. But Above and Beyond, just keep churning it out. There you go. It's enough of that. I use Tano. Hans, hi, you've given me a big smiley face, thank you. Hamish Longfellow, shout out please, and my question is, what is your favourite food? Thank you, love your videos, keep up the good work. My favourite food, that is such a hugely general question for me. Keep it to the food varieties that I've produced here on YouTube, and particularly the food, the burgers that have come out of 8-Bit. Now in the city, originated in Footscray. They just do some great burgers. Melbourne is churning out huge amounts of burger companies, little boutique type stores as well, and 8-Bit, in my opinion, is the best of them, but I haven't seen them all. There's just so many, and I've got lots of suggestions of who to go to, and I also follow other people who are into all those gourmet type burgers, so videos of them will be coming up. But so far, 8-Bit. I think it was just their plain burger so far is my favourite. Caleb Templeman, Vlogs and Tech, what is your favourite YouTube video that you have ever done on this channel? And can I please have a shout out? He says the shout out. The favourite video that I've ever done would possibly be, I'd say there's two of them actually. There's one that goes way back to one of the first videos I ever did, and it was just a touristy type video of Melbourne. Put the link up here for you to check that out if you want to. The other favourite video would be a collaboration I did with Fluffy Jet Toys, with the GoJo Kids and Ben from Fluffy Jet, and it was just a great experience to do that. Not just because that video's got a huge amount of hits and numbers behind it, but it was a huge learning experience doing that video, the toing and froing, sending files over the internet, getting the kids. That was the start of getting the kids involved in YouTube. And so yeah, that along with that other Melbourne video, both were a huge learning experience, and I'm really happy with the way they turned out. So there you go. I'll put the kids video up here as well. Tyler Terrell, thanks GoJo. No worries, Tyler. That would be referring to something else, I'm sure. I haven't got what that is just here at the moment. Okay, the T Sydney Trains TNSW Vlogs, New South Wales Vlogs. What's your favourite burger? Well, yes, that 8-Bit. Bacon, or 8-Bit with cheese, I think it was called. Dinosaur, hey Geoff, just wondering if you have had Chicken Treat. If not, you should try it. I am planning on getting to Chicken Treat. I think I checked that out, and I think they're around. That was my phone buzzing, not the camera failing. So I will find out more about that. I have got it on my list of stuff. Check out my list. Heaps of stuff to go and work my way through. That's why I did this. Thanks guys for all those suggestions. It's really good that you keep me up with what's the latest and greatest stuff out there. Food, whatever it is. Black coffee. See that? Not all superheroes wear capes. Interesting. Okay. Flavio Torres, can I get a shout out please? Mr. Gojo, yes, you certainly can. Hiding Nothing, can you please do another Schnitz review? Yes, there's one coming on the Friday after that, which you would have seen. I did the Schnitz. Holy Schnitz! Yeah. Get that promo now that Macca's has the chicken patty in the Create Your Taste menu. Are you ever going to do a Create Your Taste chicken review? There's also somebody else who's asked me to do the same thing, so yes, I better get back to Macca's and do the chicken Create Your Taste review. What's your favourite fast food restaurant? I put fast food restaurants into two categories, the ones with the drive-thrus and the ones without. So the ones without, normally you've got to wait a little bit longer, so you might not class them as a fast food place. But anyway, of all of those, no, let's keep it to the two separate ones because it's just better that way. Of the drive-through fast food restaurants, I'd say Hungry Jack's, closely followed by KFC, and then McDonald's, and then whoever else. And then of the other ones where you've got to walk up to the counter, at the moment, yes, get back to 8-bit. Okay. Where was I? White Goodman. Hey, GoJo, massive fan here. Have been watching your videos for over a year now. Would you be able to do a shout out for Christopher Lang? Also, my question for your Q&A is, if you were stuck on an island in which you were granted an unlimited supply of a certain food, what would that particular food be? Wow. Well, it'd have to be healthy, because I wouldn't want to be just eating the stuff that I do reviews of all the time. So an unlimited supply, and I'm taking that you're meaning that I only eat that. That's how I'm going to take it anyway. So actually, if I only eat a certain amount of food, and I have an unlimited supply of it, then it would be some kind of meaty salad. There you go. Yeah, I think that'd be it. Beef. Beef strips, maybe a beef salad. Beef strips in a salad. Am I making any sense? Probably not. Anyway, I hope you got the idea of where I'm going with that. Joel McDonald, can I please get a shout out? Yes. Joel Donald, again. If you could choose between smooth jazz or rock and roll, what would it be? Wow, they cover so many different varieties. If I could choose between the two, I'd have to go with rock and roll. Okay, generally speaking, I would prefer rock and roll over smooth jazz, but there's a big range within those two categories. So, Dawn Day Evolution, great content you have on here. I started watching you once you released your McDonald's loaded fries taste review, and I've never stopped. Here's a couple of questions. Where in Melbourne do you believe that the best choices of fast food restaurants are? And are you a fan of all-you-can-eat buffets? If so, where and why? Okay, first question. Best choice of fast food restaurant. Where in Melbourne is the best choice? Well, I'd say the CBD. They're just everywhere. Huge amount, and of course they're not all drive-thrus, but they're everywhere. And there's such a huge range. So, yeah, Melbourne's CBD. And then, am I a fan of all-you-can-eat buffets? Not necessarily, no. There is one down in Dandenong South that's quite good, and it's a pub that's been converted into an all-you-can-eat buffet, and the quality of the food is much higher than most of the others all-you-can-eat. I generally find and have a perception that all-you-can-eat buffets generally speaking, have a lower quality of food. That's what I think. Terexo Sexo, you should try the halal snack pack. They're everywhere now. Okay, Terexo Sexo, I'll see what I can do. Zane, can you cook some real Australian, yes, food someday? Maybe some kangaroo or croc. Yes, I should do that. I can get kangaroo up at the supermarket locally here, so I will do that. Cook up a kangaroo burger. Anubis, thanks for the shout out. Oh, that must have been referring to a previous one. And my question is, what's your favourite ever burger? By the way, can I have another shout out? And it's pronounced Anubis. Okay, Anub is. Anub. Anub is. Anub is. I got it right. Okay, so, favourite ever burger, 8-bit. Can I have another shout out? Yes. Done it. A noob is. Cotton Candy Corner, awesome Gojo, smiley face. Tom Cody, awesome man. Yeah, that's really awesome. Oh, I've missed out a page. Have I? No, I haven't. I haven't missed out a page. On the last page, there's a couple of extras. I better chuck them in now before I forget about it. $10. He wants a shout out for the neckbeards. Hey guys, yeah, you're doing good. The neckbeards. Okay, and to Dan Robbo. The neckbeards is a band. Did I say that? $10 is in a band called the Neckbeards. And Dan Robbo. Shout out, big shout out for Dan Robbo. Daniel Taylor. Shout out, please. Element Zero. Hook me up with a shout out, bro. Yeah, okay. Chuck Hopkins. Give me a shout out. My name is Gout Out. Yui. Yep, good on you, Chuck. Band user. Shout out to Footy McFootson. Yes, that sounds like I've just done that. Or Ben Tanales, I'm really not sure how to say that. Ben, perhaps. Or Ben Tianiels. Or Bentaniels. Ah, yes, I'm sure you're having a great big laugh about that. And to my detriment. Yes. Okay, and hey Geoff, would you mind giving me a shout out? Oh, yes, I think I've done that. Love the channel and a huge supporter. Yes, I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Lockie Smish, can I get a shout out? Yes. Caleb Templeman again, Vlogs and Tech. The again is not part of his YouTube name. Caleb Templeman Vlogs and Tech. Will you ever do a live stream? Yes, I will, but I really have limited bandwidth and it's very difficult. Periscope is just crazy here in Australia. I just don't think it's worth it. But maybe you think otherwise and others as well. So yeah, I'll probably do another one. It's just awkward. So there you go, Caleb. And Dicko HD, been around for ages, Dicko has. Hi Geoff, I hope these questions have been sent in time. I hope they have. What was your worst experience whilst doing a food review? Tell us everything. How many times have you been to McDonald's in your life? Well, I have no idea how many times I've been to McDonald's. Many, let's just say many. Too many, yeah, that's probably more like it. And the worst experience while doing a food review, so actually in front of the camera, well, probably two areas that have been worst, and that is when the camera fails. That is just so frustrating, usually because it drops off my dashboard. I have it sitting up on my dashboard with a suction mount. It's a GoPro with a suction mount, and yes, you can be in the middle of a sentence and bang, crash, it goes to the floor. So that's not good whenever that happens, and it happens irregularly, but often enough to be really annoying. So, but what the other thing is, what's the actual other worst experience while driving through. Doing a food review. Okay. The worst one was while driving, and that's when I think it was a Hungry Jack's. I'll endeavour to put the video up here. It was a Hungry Jack's, and a guy came up to the window. So I'm trying to talk to the person in the speaker, and the guy actually, manager of the store, manager of the moment, whatever he was changing the signs from breakfast menu to afternoon, whatever, something like that. And he was listening in on my order and trying to help me. And it was very frustrating because it just led to total confusion. And as helpful as he thought he was being, it was actually very unhelpful. And yeah, led for an interesting site though, as far as a video goes. So I'll put that review up here and you can check it out and you can see it detail by detail, word by word, and get an idea of the pain that I went through. Also from Dicko HD, non-food related questions. When you were a builder, what was your biggest mistake on the job, and did it lead to an injury? Well, am I going to admit that on camera? No, I don't think so. But anyway, fortunately, there was never anything that led to any injuries. But yes, I've had some quite disastrous things happen. Fortunately, none of which led to an injury. But I remember, this is back in my early days as an apprentice, putting in a bath and enamels, a metal bath, which are enameled. These days, most baths are acrylic. You can still get the pressed metal bath, but in the old days they were very common, and always you had to be so careful putting them in because they are very easily damaged. And yes, I chipped the new paintwork on this bath, and it was just diabolical because it had been set in place, the tiling's done. You cannot imagine the cost of having to fix that. So yes, a very early learning experience as an apprentice on how to install pressed metal baths. And it was not a good experience, but I learnt from my mistake. Well guys, thanks for watching. I've got to get through all this. Check it out. There's just multiple people asking for stuff. I'm onto my second page. I'm not trying to advertise Bell Real Estate either. So anyway, Bell Real Estate got a free advert out of that. I'm really enjoying this Cadbury's with Oreos. It's great stuff. And I of course love my homemade black coffee. Guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate the questions. Hope I answered them well enough. Keep those suggestions rolling in. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you again very soon. Bye. Now I'm angry. Wow. It's huge.